There's no wick again. No way to light this thing.
No. You guys. You guys, there's no wick. Wick, producer Kylie. There's no wick, right? Am I crazy? Where's the thing that I light?
Can you talk to me about your candle?
Oh, yes. I really wanted to bring this to the people. So I have a listener who has a family member that was working at Netflix for many, many years and just left. And I was gifted this gorgeous, as ever. There's no wick. Is that normal?
Are you serious?
Is that the thing?
There's
no wick.
I've had 2 people tell me that there was no wick when they ordered a candle.
There's literally no wick.
Are you kidding?
There's just one small problem with these candles and it's hard to ignore. They don't have a wick. No wick at all. This isn't a joke, and it's not a rare factory mistake, either. This keeps happening over and over again. Customers across the country are opening their expensive candles and realizing they can't even use them. When they reach out to customer service asking for a refund, they get nothing back. No response, no explanation, just silence. This situation has quickly turned into the latest controversy connected to Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand. And this time, it's more than just bad press. There could be real legal consequences here.
Oprah loves the marmalade so much. It's a favorite of hers that came across totally organically.
No.
Oh no.
I literally feel my throat closing. Oh my God. Orange marmalade.
Oh no.
Tastes like crap. I actually feel sick.
The deeper you look into this story, the stranger it gets. It all began when a few buyers posted online saying their candles arrived without wicks. At first, people didn't take it seriously. Some thought it was a joke. Others assumed it was a one-off issue or an exaggeration for attention. But then more posts appeared. Then even more. Before long, it became clear this wasn't isolated. This was happening to many customers. This is not about a single defective candle slipping past quality control. This looks like a consistent pattern of faulty products being sent to paying customers. That's where things start to get uncomfortable.
When Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, purchased a candle from a person he dislikes and received a candle without a wick in it.
You had one job. Put a wick in the candle. We're not selling candles at Walmart. This is a luxury lifestyle brand.
And here's the part that really raises eyebrows. On the bottom of the candle, there's printed text that says, "Always trim wick to 1/4 inch." That detail matters. It confirms these candles are supposed to have wicks. This isn't a wickless design meant for warmers or decoration. These are standard candles meant to be lit with a match or lighter, except there's nothing there to light. Some customers say their candles arrived with a neat hole down the center, like the wick was meant to be there, but never added, just an empty tunnel going straight into the wax. Others received candles that were solid all the way through. No hole, no wick, just a block of wax. And keep in mind, these are not budget candles. These aren't something you grab from a clearance shelf without thinking. They're marketed as luxury products, premium items, the kind you're supposed to feel proud to own and display. That's what makes this hit harder. Now, let's talk about the price because it really puts everything into perspective.
Also, some desperate moves to sell as ever, and reviews coming in as apparently she's selling a candle without a wick.
Will it actually include the packaging? Because I'm hearing rumblings that another candle went out without a wick. Again, you have one job. What's going on with that?
These candles sell for $64 each. Luxury candles exist, no doubt about that. There's a real market for high-end home fragrance. But when you charge $64 for one candle, people expect quality. They expect careful craftsmanship. They expect attention to detail. What they do not expect is a candle that doesn't function. For $64, you could buy multiple candles from Bath & Body Works that burn properly. You could go to HomeGoods or TJ Maxx and pick up several well-made candles that smell great and actually work. You could buy a Yankee candle that fills your home with fragrance and still have money left over. Instead, customers trusted the Meghan Markle brand. They believed the marketing. They expected something elevated and worth the price. And what they received left many of them asking the same question. So, what do buyers actually end up with? A very expensive paperweight. And somehow it gets even more absurd.
Meghan Markle always says she's known as the smart one and that her whole identity is wrapped up in being smart. We're still waiting to see that. Where's that smart identity? Like, was it smart to leave the royal family to go sell jams, jellies, dog biscuits, and wickless candles? Like, you could be royalty right now.
The candle scent is marketed as California Poppy along with a few other notes. But here's the part nobody seemed to check. California, music, poppies barely have a scent at all. People who actually live in California, surrounded by these flowers, have pointed this out themselves. The flower being used as the signature scent doesn't really smell like anything in real life. That means even if the candle did have a wick, you'd still be burning $64 worth of wax scented after a flower that has almost no natural fragrance. That alone raises eyebrows. But this situation doesn't stop at frustrating. This is where things start to feel potentially illegal. Once buyers realized their candles were defective, they did what any normal customer would do. They contacted customer service. They submitted requests through the website. They asked for replacements.
There's nothing to light on the candle. This is like Meghan Markle's career. Failure to launch. Oh my God. Wait, I literally, this is not a joke. I ordered Meghan Markle's candle. There's nothing to light. I literally want a refund. Meghan Markle, send me a frickin' refund. So I paid. How much did I pay for this?
They asked for refunds. They followed the process exactly as instructed. And what happened? Nothing. Multiple reports say the brand's customer service is basically non-responsive. Some buyers say they received generic automated replies. Others say they never heard back at all. Refund requests were either denied or completely ignored. According to reports, the website operates under a strict no refund policy. So, if you spend $64 on a candle and it arrives missing the one thing that makes it a candle, that's your problem. No refund, no replacement, just tough luck. When you step back and think about it, that's hard to justify. Any legitimate business facing a clear manufacturing issue affecting multiple customers would act fast. Refunds would be issued. Replacements would be sent out. Apologies would be made. That's basic customer service. That's how brands protect their reputation and keep trust intact. Instead, customers are left holding useless wax cylinders with no real options.
This candle, right? This as ever scented candle. And we're in the United Kingdom, so it didn't arrive until after to the United Kingdom. And I saw this and I thought, enjoy. Well, of course I'm not going to enjoy. This is terrible, Alan. And I wasn't even going to mention it because it's like, I don't want people to think that I'm putting money into her pockets and all of that. But of course I was intrigued to look at the candle and look at the box. And I know full well what happened with Link Lauren, my friend Link, when he received his as ever order. Of course, I assumed I'd sorted it out. So you are not going to believe what happened when I opened the box, when I got back. There's no wick again. No way to light this thing. Seriously, look.
One buyer even documented their entire attempt to get help. They went through the official website, selected that the item arrived damaged, explained the issue clearly. The response they received was a form asking for their order number. After that, nothing helpful followed. When you sell luxury products at luxury prices, customer service isn't optional, it's essential. Ignoring valid complaints doesn't just upset customers, it damages the brand. And this kind of failure has a way of coming back around. Now, here's a detail that really puts everything into perspective about where these products stand. A recent story surfaced about a Netflix employee who was leaving the company. As part of their departure, they were given what was described as a trash bag full of leftover promotional items, random swag, unwanted merchandise, things the company just wanted gone. And inside that bag is ever products, including a candle. Think about that for a second.
I ordered the candle came without a wick. This is not even a stunt. I literally opened it on camera. Her candle that was $64 was not lightable, okay? It was a metaphor for her career. Nothing was igniting, nothing was lighting, there was nothing on the inside. So Meghan Markle, it's actually quite pathetic to see someone fall from grace so hard.
Right.
And let this be a cautionary tale to so many of the women out there who maybe even look up to Meghan Markle, though I don't know how you would have stumbled upon.
Netflix, a major partner tied to Meghan Markle, was giving these products away as leftover employee junk. Not as premium gifts, not as valued merchandise, just items to clear out. And that detail says more than any marketing campaign ever could. And here's the detail that makes this even worse. The candle in that Netflix swag bag was also wickless. That means Netflix had these products sitting around, knew they weren't worth keeping, and tossed them into bags for employees walking out the door. That's the level of value they assigned to as ever merchandise. No polish, no care. Just something to get rid of. This all happened after Netflix officially cut ties with Love Meghan following disastrous performance numbers. The show reportedly ranked beyond 1,200 on Netflix's charts. It was beaten by decade-old reruns of Downton Abbey. It was outperformed by children's cartoons that had no marketing push at all. Netflix clearly wanted distance from this project, and judging by their actions, they wanted it fast. When a major streaming partner is quietly dumping your products as leftover junk, that says everything.